Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the second cycle of Working This Book, The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. This has been a wonderful journey. We've just completed the first cycle. And how wonderful is that? I think from doing the first cycle, you will start to feel almost rejuvenated, new, like a child again, understanding that life is just amazing. And there's so many wonderful gifts to come into your hands. It makes you remember being a child, that everything was magical. I love how she talks about this, about Christmas and the tooth fairy. Yes, we believed in magic back then. Then all of a sudden we became logical about everything. If we can't see it, it's not real. We started to doubt all the magic that was out there. And by doubting it, we eliminated it on so many levels. But we need this in our lives because this is what creates the abundance for us. What we really truly need to understand is how powerful our thoughts are and how they affect our health and well-being. Every thought creates an emotion that vibrates. That vibrational energy is what we talk about, our aura or the energy field that we have. That's what we're creating. And that energy field goes out constantly to however big it's going to track those things and bring them back to you. Oh, eventually they'll bring them back to you. And then you're wondering why life isn't going the way you want it to be. Well, it's not because of the way we think and feel. What this book does in a very simple term is bring those two things together and align them so that you're in vibrational harmony. And when you're in vibrational harmony, you elevate your energy to a place where it's attracting everything effortless and easy on that level. And those of you who have come through the first cycle with me, you understand this completely. We're really going to work this time. We're going to go into a deeper place with it because you're going to redefine all your lists and really allow your heart and your mind and your soul to dream about your greatest desires. It doesn't matter how big or small it is. It's easy, cheesy peasy for the universe. It's us who have the issue. And this breaks down those preconceived notions of what we think life is about or how to create a wonderful life. She's simplifying it for us so much. Like she looks through our health and well-being. She looks through money and relationships and career and all the things that we're trying to navigate in this life. She's hitting them right perfectly for us. So for those of you who have done this first cycle with me, I trust that you have redefined your list and really embellished all those dreams, all those desires. And for those of you who are joining us on this beginning, that you're starting it with us on the second cycle, you're going to create your lists. And you're going to be very elaborate, very detailed of what it is that you dream and desire. And make them little categories like, money, look at money from all different angles. What I do is I make little chapters in a dollar store book, actually, and I call it my creation book. And I make little chapters and I have my lists in those chapters. And the funny thing is that I do them in pencil so I can erase them and add more. You can do it in pen, it doesn't matter. But I keep my list very detailed, okay? And these lists are very important to start with. But what it really shows you after you've done one cycle is that you've been thinking in a mediocre mind. You've been thinking of what you have been told, what you've been told your value is. That's not your value, okay? Your value is priceless. And when you step up to the plate and understand that, life becomes magical. And I love how she's put this book together. because it really does move us and shake us in so many wonderful ways. So we're starting this book again, and day number 1, okay, is counting your blessings. Now, those of you who have done it with me previously, you've counted 280 blessings. Now you're going to count 280 more. And I've given you lots of examples. I will go through, all the blessings I count. This time I'm going deeper. I was counting blessings before, but now I'm going into a more emotional state with it, which is going to help a lot of us to understand the way we think. So you're going to find yourself a piece of paper. It doesn't matter. I've explained that I get all these beautiful journals. This is the next journal I'm working on. I just finished one after a year, and I was so grateful to have that. You can use a piece of paper. You're going to have 28 pieces of paper, but that's okay. Whatever works for you. But counting your blessings is magical in its own way, because we have been taught to see what we're deficit of, that we don't have. We need to see what we have, because the more we count our blessings to what we have, the more we get to count blessings for. Remember, there's 2 things in motion here, the law of attraction and reaction, or pardon me, action and reaction. Your action creates a reaction, okay? With the law of attraction, you put it out, which it's creating the action. And the reaction is what you're bringing back to yourself. It's awesome to find out what we really are here. Always for good, always for the best for yourself and those around you. This is going to help you to understand that there is no boundaries, there is no limitations in this life that we haven't created on our own for fear, for scarcity and poverty thinking, that you're never going to get a better job, that you're never going to have more than what you have now. You just have to, I came from a religious background, and we were taught to shut up and put up, just be grateful. Well, we were grateful, but I didn't realize why I had to do that. That was confusing for me, really confusing. And as I began to mature and have my own family and develop my life, I began to understand it more, that it didn't make sense at all to me. There are lots of people in this life who are very happy and joyful, and look at their lives. Their lives are wonderful because it starts with what they think and how they feel. So today is a simple day in a way, because, you're going to make sure you have your lists, and you're going to find 10 blessings, okay? This morning, you're going to find 10 blessings, right? 10 blessings. Why you're grateful. Reread them. Thank you, thank you, thank you 3 times. Now, why we do it 3 times is because 3 is the universal number. I love 3s. It's one of my favorite numbers because it's mind, body, and soul. 2 people make a baby. Everything's in 3s, whether we understand it or not. It is universal. It's the universal number of creation. Now you're going to be able to tap into this yourself, because you're the creator in here. We're all mini creators here, every one of us. We are kind of like mini forms of God that have come here to be human, to know what it's like to be human. And it's kind of difficult because there is so much information out there that's confusing us. There is so much out there that doesn't make sense. And that triggers our fears and anxieties to look for answers. And a lot of times they're not the answers that are beneficial for us. This helps you to go inside, to really access that beautiful spiritual energy you came here with. We just don't have a guidebook. We didn't have a book of instructions to work this life. Basically so that we could learn how to do this, but we're evolving. We are evolving as human beings, and we're understanding that this source energy is in all of us. All of us. We're many parts of our Creator. Now, think about this. You came from your parents, your mom and your dad. Okay, you may look like your mom and you may act like your dad, but you're a combination of both. We have gifts from our parents. It could be our ability to, formulate or balance or let's say communicate or motivate. You have all these different gifts from both your parents. God is our creator. Why wouldn't we have gifts from that source energy? Yes, we do. We just don't know how to use them. And what I found this book does is show you how to use them in the simplest form, simplest form. So you're going to enjoy this like I have. And I'm enjoying this whole cycle. Cycle 2, we're going to get deeper into the emotional state. And you're going to see this by the gifts I'm writing that will trigger you to get into a deeper place. And this is very healing as well, too. So today is day 1 of cycle 2. I'm going to read you my gifts and give you an idea how we're starting to work all this energy. Now, as we move on, I always put my hand on my heart because I'm moving through my heart energy for everything. So I am so very blessed for a deep, restful sleep because I awake with joyful energy. Thank you for my deep, restful sleep. Thank you for another glorious day of life because I have another chance to engage in life and shift and grow mentally and spiritually. Thank you for another glorious day. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so very grateful for the abundance of food because this gift supports my life and well-being. Thank you for this wonderful food. Thank you for all the wonderful farmers that work hard to bring me meat, dairy, fruit, and vegetables to my plate. Because these wonderful gifts not only nourish me, but create a selection for me too. Thank you for these wonderful farmers that do all this work. Thank you. I am so blessed for my wonderful pharmacy because my pharmacy works hard to assist me in keeping good health. Thank you for my wonderful pharmacy. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all my medications and vaccines, because these gifts aid my health and protect me from viruses. Thank you for all these wonderful medicines and vaccines. Thank you. I'm so very grateful for my wonderful psychic medium gift because I enjoy connecting with Source and realizing how powerful my spiritual nature is. Thank you for this wonderful gift. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I am so blessed for magnetism because I magnetize to me all that I dream and desire to live an abundant, joyful life. Thank you for my magnetism. Thank you. I'm so very grateful for my common sense because no matter what information comes, I use my common sense to clarify and understand all the information. Thank you for my common sense. Thank you. Thank you for the gift of the age of Aquarius, because this wonderful energy brings humanity back to the place of unification, mind, body, and soul. Thank you for this age of Aquarius. Thank you. we're going to get deeper into this. And this is going to be a more of an emotional one for us, where we're going to dig a little bit deeper emotionally. And it's going to be good. Don't be afraid of it. It's all good. So today, your task is to write 10 blessings at the beginning of your day. Doesn't matter what it is, but try to go a little deeper for yourself, a little more emotional, what you're grateful for. Grateful for having the courage to do this with me. Grateful for the wonderful things that are starting to flow into your life. I'm grateful for your health and well-being. Grateful that you're still alive. These are wonderful things to be grateful for. And remember, like attracts like. So the more things you're grateful for, the more that you'll have to be grateful for, okay? So you do the task, you write your gifts. Tonight, you're going to read chapter, or let's say day 2. You're going to read day 2, and before you go to sleep, and have a good sleep. Tomorrow, when you wake up, you're going to write your 10 gifts again, what you're grateful for, reread them, thank you, thank you, thank you, and do the task for day 2. I look forward to this journey again. I'm feeling amazing. And I trust that all of you are beginning to really feel what I'm talking about, really understand what you're feeling from this journey. And I'm sure that every one of you are becoming magnificent creators. Magnificent. So I look forward to all of you tomorrow, and have a blessed day.